Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Report. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Ray Man Witecki, your astrologer and soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your soul story together. And we have a shout out this week to our new friends at ohmtimes.com. If you go to ohmtimes.com, you'll see one of the greatest lightworker magazines on the planet, and you will see our horoscopes there as well. Well, the sun is now in chapter 3 of Libra. This is the master shui, the passionate, intense part of the transit. We'll be working on our long-term partnerships, our romantic marriages, and strategic business alliances as well. The classic kind of cliche of sun in Libra. The moon will be a bit intense this week. It will actually go full by the end of the week. It begins in cutoff Aquarius, then we're juicy in Pisces for 3 days, then a full moon in Aries on Friday night, and then of course we have a chill weekend in Taurus where we'll be manifesting. The moon signs most affected are Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus, and the moons falling into the shadow or the dark side of the moon will be the Leo moon, Virgo moons, Libra, and Scorpio moons. Now, looking at orbits, man, this week it's kind of interesting. The moon, of course, starts in the crown, but then by the end of the week will shift all the way down to the root chakra for the full moon, which creates this opposition between the throat chakra and the root chakra. And because this is the full moon in Aries, this is the most intense full moon around survival, root chakra issues. So in each of your 12 horoscopes upstairs, I'll be talking about how this opposition might affect your health and how it affects your chakras in your system. Now, taking a look at the planets, let's start first with the constellations, a new little feature I put in this week, which I had pointed out. And we, of course, overlay the planets on top of this. There's a lot going on with the planets, and some of it has been going on for a long time, and I'm happy to announce some of it is finally ending. For one, we do have this trine between Black Lilith and Saturn. The good news is both Black Lilith and Saturn show that now they're unified at growing, moving forward, healing. And Black Lilith is at step 14 this week, which means that we're going to respond differently based on the fact that we are hopefully feeling karma free. This grand cross or grand square has finally broken apart. You can see that the sun has progressed. Thank goddess for that. Now there's still a T square going on between the three planets, Uranus, Pluto, and Black Lilith is a trigger there. However, with the sun out of this week you're going to find your life going faster and faster and faster because we're starting to feel our life let up. Remember, the sun is what we love. It is basically our life. And then this grand trine, this Black Lilith grand trine is still in effect, but because of Black Lilith being at step 14 and Saturn moving to step 12 at the end of the week, this is going to be a freeing, much more freeing grand trine, and this is going to be us rushing past like water rapids our old issues and probably finding ourselves emotionally in new issues. Well, let's dive in deep to your particular soul, but to do that we've got to take the ascension elevator up, so I'll see you upstairs at 33,000 feet.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Namaste, Virgos and Virgo risings, and welcome to 33,000 feet for a bird's eye view of you. And the Virgos are working on a toughie, your soul capital and self-esteem. A lot of Virgos out there trying to manifest in new ways. You got that new social reputation you're working on. Maybe you're manifesting down new avenues, maybe new markets. You, of course, been working on career like crazy in the last year before that. And so money this year is tight and an issue and difficult. And on the other end of it is you trusting and innovating your trust. I have to say, for most Virgos and Virgo risings, it is that trust and whether or not you innovate your trust in yourself as to whether you will see through. You know, this is scary times for Virgos when you have to close your eyes and believe in invisible things, believe in spirit. That's not how you roll. You roll with what you can see, what you can count, twice, 3 times, right? And throw into a relational database. Now, that said, the complexity is going to be a tug of war between that trust and stepping into new soul capital this week. That's the complexity of the week. But there's more, as always. You know, we have Saturn in Scorpio, which means you cannot go to negative thinking. You cannot go down that path. If you do, you will be sorry. End of story. The universe, Saturn's a cold bastard, and he's really not giving any leave room for old negative thinking, right? On the other hand, it really is time to go for your personal dreams. I mean, how old are you going to get before you do it? right? And even it doesn't matter if you're 18 years old and watching this, you feel like an old maid. All Virgos do. They're virgins or old maids. It's like when their dreams are coming true, they're virgins. When their dreams aren't coming true, they're old maids. So it is time for your dreams to come true, and you're feeling that too. So as we step into this week, we're moving into Master Shui, which when it comes to manifestation, which is what this month is about, your ability to draw in soul capital, draw in abundance, as they say. This is the part of the chapter where you step into the abundance. And the stepping into the abundance is Master Shui. What do I mean by that? Abundance is a feeling, not an idea. Abundance is a feeling. All magic is feeling, not ideas. All magic, thoughts can't keep up with. So this week, it's about getting passionate about what you want to manifest. You must trust your own feelings, because if you don't trust them by now, you got issues. And you have to emotionally connect and commit to others. You have to strategically align. Abundance comes from many parties putting into the magic. So connecting, committing, and allowing it to flow in trust is essential to the word abundance versus manifest. Manifest is abundance is wah, right? So the sun goes from step 20 to step 26. That's passion, that's trusting your feelings, to committing and acting on those feelings, all right? Now, in the ideas of ideas, Saturn in Scorpio, thoughts are on thoughts themselves. Mercury's in Scorpio, you're going to really rethink thinking next month, but you are maybe even preparing a message, maybe even preparing a speech, maybe even preparing an essay, because the Mercury is preparing. Saturn says, do not go back to the old thinking. I don't care who you are. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And the North Node says, you really just should keep a peace of mind, keep a spiritual mind, and a spiritual mind will save the day. No question about it. Now, in the state of Cancer, all right, which is that whole new social reputation, new social identity direction you want to go. On the one hand, Black Lilith at step 14 says, love and trust the karma is over. You want to respond to everything in society as if there was no past reputation at all. And that means that you inside don't feel it either. I'm not talking about butting your lip and being careful to watch your P's and Q's. I mean, it doesn't come up in the conversation that you were incarcerated. All right? Now, Jupiter says, love and trust, let's bring that back. Love and trust the feelings of where you are going in society. And you want to invest in that trust. Not just go, I think it'll work out. Go get business cards printed. Invest in that trust. You trust so much, put your money where your mouth is. So I'm just being fun. Looking at this week, the long-running planets, Jupiter, loving and trusting where you belong in society, not changing that. Saturn, loving and trusting the state of mind that you need to stay in and allowing integrity to be your mantra of your mind. Uranus in Aries retrograde, this is loving and trusting for a moment, and we're going to talk about this, trust issues. More on that later. Neptune in Pisces means you have to be self-compassionate to yourself in your mirage, or no one will be nice to you in the world. So if you're not nice to yourself at every mistake, at everything that's flawed, you will have trouble. And Pluto now is the story of your inner child, and the inner child story is direct, which means whether you can recognize it or not, Virgos and Virgo risings, their hurt child, their broken heart, it's over. You will never go back there again, hell or high water. Pluto has made sure of that. And whether you can see it or not, happiness is what Pluto is pushing you to do. So on Sunday, the moon is in Aquarius, and so emotions are detached a bit, I think. I would say they definitely are. And the irony of detached emotions is that at the same time the universe is pushing you in the pool, you might find that you get very emotional about some sort of a manifestation on this particular day, all right? And this emotion around manifestation might overwhelm you. Because the moon in Aquarius makes you hyper aware of your reality, you might be overwhelmed or underwhelmed, depending on if you want something. I mean, it's like emotions just aren't enough or what you want. But what this is about is really starting to feel that you can manifest. So on Sunday, you're starting to feel you can. On Monday, the moon moves into Pisces, so it's sunny and sentimental. This is the day on Monday that you have to be very self-nurturing to yourself and nice to yourself. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to be open to what the universe wants to show you. And the universe wants to show you new business opportunities on Monday if you are open, but you won't be open if you're not nice to yourself. On Tuesday, we have a triple threat with Uranus breakthroughs. This is coming from really probably uniting with others. So on Tuesday, you're probably feeling relationships with others, relations with others, and you're feeling that united, and that is leading to an overall healing with everything. particularly a breakthrough in manifestation. So probably a breakthrough, a door opening on Tuesday, you should not ignore. Wednesday is the day that you will break through and you will understand. And it will be a sunny and sentimental day. If you're dealing with a romantic person, not till Wednesday will be the issue. Oh, by the way, I should take this moment to say, for those of you who signed up for the open house of the Guardian Agency this week, you'll be getting emails that remind you on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all these things I say, you'll be getting emails, and you get videos too. I didn't want to advertise it, but there are videos in these things, and they help you with each of these steps. So you can see what being watched over by me really feels like on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment business, because these emails come out when you need to hear it. So that said, it's free for a week, not too late to sign up. On Wednesday, the light bulb comes off. It's a day of marriage. It's a day of partnership too. It's a day of partnership resolution if you've been having partnership issues. So Wednesday is a good day and a hump day. On Thursday, Venus rules the day. And so I think you'll find that even if you have money problems this month, you'll probably have some sort of solution come in Wednesday night, Thursday, and you'll find peace and restoration of your finances, your soul capital, and your manifestations. If your projects were threatened, you'll probably see resolution on Thursday. The moon in Aries, however, does make you very, very triggered and oversensitive and all over the map. So although the universe is trying to promote peace, you're being poked at in places on Thursday that you don't want to be poked at. And strangely, speaking of that, the moon is in the house of sexuality, and that's the same house of trust and intimacy. So that said, this is the point in the week I was saying where you have to respond differently to your own self, to your own mirage, on a very, very deep, sensitive place. So if you're super sensitive about something, you'll probably have to look in the mirror and you'll have to face it on this day, Thursday. So Thursday does want you to have peace. Now on Friday, Neptune rules the day, and so psychic awareness is all over the planet. The moon is in Aries, and it's on countdown for a full moon, and this full moon will be a tug of war between your feelings of trust and actual reality, countable reality, manifestation, money, etc. You may be playing it down to the wire with manifestation of money this month, or feeling that kind of wire. And so Friday is psychically asking yourself, where are you being inflexible? Where are you not allowing yourself to just be uncomfortable for 5 minutes that might lead to some sort of total solution? And this is where you, because you are afraid, you may be arrogantly holding on to things that don't work. And so really the universe is trying to whisper in your ear, hey, you have other options. So the full moon is a jumping in the pool for Virgos and Virgo risings, where you're emotionally diving in, and you're probably feeling that way. It might be that you're investing in a company or investing in a situation, and so the full moon is the emotions behind that manifestation. At the end of the day, the universe is trying to help you let go of being attached to manifesting some things and hold on to manifesting other things. And the focal point is your own lubrication around your own trust and intimacy issues. That, how fluid and how flexible you are with that, is where it's key in the full moon. And again, if you sign up for the agency, I will send you an email that talks you through it, and a video too that comes out for those people who got in the agency. It's free this week, so there's no reason to be jealous. Go sign up. Now on Saturn Day, you're going to want to decide and commit to whatever it is you want to manifest. So you technically don't have to tell the world what you want to manifest till Saturday. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And decide and commit what you want to manifest. Decide and commit what you want. Do not say you want to just, do not say that you just want a blank check from the universe so that you can think about it later. You have to tell in your heart to the universe what it is you're going to spend that abundance on for the universe to give it to you. I say all the time, God doesn't write blank checks. So on Saturday, you're technically filling out the check. Now, taking a quick peek at next week, the real headline is Mercury retrogrades on Monday, and it retrogrades in Scorpio. So this is a rethinking of how Virgos and Virgo risings think. We've got showers on Tuesday, and we go down the rabbit hole of Scorpio on Wednesday. So that fun begins at that point. Now, you probably know from watching my series that we give you an ascension elevator ride up, but unfortunately I cannot afford to give you an ascension elevator ride down. Plus, it would be a descension elevator. That sounds kind of spooky. So last week worked so well, we're just going to push you out the plane. But I do ask you to please put on your prayer chute And at the bottom of this little jump, I will have a new Serious Joy toy for you. So take a deep breath, put on your parachute, and get out of my plane.
At Solmar.me, we have prices and specials worth jumping for. Like the Guardian Agency, our digital network that'll watch over you through email 7 days a week, 7 times a day. Come join our free open house next week. Just navigate to Solmar.me. While you're there, fill out your date of birth and email address in our custom form, and you'll get 7 days. No credit card required to sign up. Come on down. And while you're there, you might want to also check out the Orbits Report and Jupiter Gets Emotional. Now just $11.11 for limited time and for immediate download. At Solmar.me, mind, body, and soul improvement. Parachute not included.
Hello Virgos and my Virgo risings, and now for your Serious Joy toy. This is a game you can play in your mind through the week to get you into your spiritual quest, into your spirit quest. And remember last week we had said it was to reinvest quarters that you had collected in your life. I had said every time you have a value, give yourself a quarter. One Virgo even said it can be 2 times a nickel. Of course, Virgo. Oh, I love you. Well, so last week I said, let's reinvest those quarters each day. In other words, what do you want to invest in? If you don't want to give up that, if you only had 20 quarters, you don't want to give up all those quarters. So this week, it's time for a dress rehearsal. You went around investing quarters. I want you to do a test manifest. A test manifest. You had a reason of putting those quarters in those people's hands. What can you manifest with those investments this week? Emotionally. And whether or not you believe you can or can't, it's a Serious Joy toy. You're supposed to play and see. So it's really just for play. Give it a try. Reinvest those quarters if you haven't. Do a test manifest. Try to passionately manifest a small little miracle, a small little example of what you want in life. That is your Serious Joy toy for the week. All right, my soul healers, that's all I have for this forecast, or lovecast, I'm going to call it. But I'll see you in 7 days with more. Namaste and live, love, be. Hello, my brothers and sisters, and welcome back to the most loving space on the internet. And you know what? It's Friday. It's finally Friday, and we got a whole bunch of content. That's right. No, we don't. What am I talking about?